In this video, we're going to create a zap that is triggered when an invitee is marked as a no-show in Calendly. And when that trigger occurs, we're going to send an email from Zapier to the invitee asking them to reschedule. Now, if you're familiar with Calendly's integration in Zapier, you'll notice that there's not an invitee no-show trigger, only canceled and created. However, Calendly's API actually supports the no-show webhook, so we can get around this limitation by using Zapier's webhooks by Zapier trigger. So let's hop into that. Now we're going to select catch hook and continue. And what this will do is it will generate a unique webhook URL that you can use. Now, there are many ways to create the webhook subscription with Calendly. However, there is no built-in UI within their site to easily do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a tool called webhooks at calforce.pro. So you can see here I am on the site webhooks.calforce.pro, and this is just a UI for creating webhooks with Calendly. We go ahead and log out. And what you'll do is you'll just need to be logged in with your Calendly account, select login, and then authorize the Calendly webhooks application. And now we'll be able to create that webhook. So I'm going to go over to Zapier. I'm going to copy that URL, paste that here. And now in the webhook resource, you can create a webhook for either invitees or routing forms. I'm going to do invitee since I want to work with the no-show. And now for the scopes, there are 3 scopes you can choose from. Do we want this trigger to run when a no-show is created within any user in the organization or just my account? There is a third option called group, but that does not currently support no-show webhooks. So in my case, I want the no-show trigger to run only when the invitee is marked as a no-show for my events. And here I'm going to say subscribe just to the invitee no-show created events. All right, so the webhook has been created. So let's hop back to Zapier. Now, to test the trigger, we need to actually create a no-show in Calendly. So I'm going to hop over to Calendly, and I'm going to mark this as a no-show. And now if I test the trigger again, we can see all of the data from that webhook. Great, so I'm going to continue with this selected record. And now, as I mentioned, for my use case, I want to send the invitee an email. So I'm going to say send outbound email. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the invitee email here. So payload email, and that will be the invitee's email. The subject will just say reschedule. And then in the body, I will just put my reschedule link. And then the last piece here, I want the from name to be the user that the event was scheduled with. So let's type in name here. And we can see scheduled event membership username because the event was scheduled with John Doe. And then click continue. And we'll skip the test for now. And that's it. We can publish our zap. And now, just for it to be helpful, I'll say Calendly no-show trigger. And now we have our zap. So every time an invitee is marked as a no-show, it will trigger the actions below. So in my example, I'm sending an email, but of course you can connect this with any of your applications. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment on the video below.